Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. My computer's doing all sorts of funky things today. What is going on? Okay, we're good. We're
That was
rolling.
a quick update.
I don't know what's happening. We're live.
We're live. It's been a couple weeks.
It has.
Maybe
2 weeks.
that's why computer's like, what? What are we doing?
It should be
Let's
used to
see.
the every 2
I
week
know,
cadence,
that's
so
true.
that's kind of our new norm.
That's who we are now. How was your every other weekend?
I like it. It's a good name. It's a good name. Episode 93.
Yes.
Here we are.
Here we are.
How's life?
Good. Life's good. I feel like as you came in, I was like, my neck hurts. I'm tired. But otherwise, life's really good.
It's
Yeah.
hard when you have like not a chronic pain, but any sort of pain in your body.
An ailment.
It can be all consuming.
A baby about it too. Like I don't know. Like in my head, it could be a headache. It could be brain cancer. It's really hard
True.
to know.
That's what we get for watching shows like The Pit. We think every little ailment is like a life-ending thing.
So funny. Okay, so now, I'm really into it. The other day.
You're into it.
I'm into it.
Okay.
I have to be doing something else while it's on. I can't watch it 100% because it's so gory.
Yeah.
But the other day, Chad was doing something, talking about a call that somebody had to go on. And he said, and then we got code blue. And I was like, oh, code blue is when one of your coworkers is like being attacked by the thing. And he's like, no, it was with a child. And then he's like, oh, no, you're right. It is when. Okay. I was
That's funny.
I learned it from The Pit, guys.
Wow, you know more than your husband about.
Wasn't that funny? He's like,
life-saving-
wait, how did you know that?
That's funny.
I was like, basically, I'm a doctor in the ER. Okay.
I do think watching shows like that, it would probably, if you had two people and they're both uneducated when it comes to like, medical school.
Yeah.
If you had two people and there's a life-threatening emergency, and one of them would watch The Pit and the other had not watched The Pit.
Yeah.
The one who would watch The Pit is probably a better candidate
For sure.
to help out.
Yeah. Like if you stopped breathing, I would attempt to put a tube down your throat. I've seen it
You
so
would
many
intubate
times.
me. You cut into my neck, and that is so brutal. That whole intubation thing. Oh,
Everything
gosh.
they do is brutal.
I know.
I am like,
Did you see the birth yet?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I had to
Yes,
look away.
I did.
I look away at almost everything.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I can't be full on. It's like corner of my eye. It's
I
like
literally
scary
watch the
movie.
show for like the characters and the plot,
Yeah.
sort of, but the actual medical stuff,
Yeah.
I'm out.
I like that it's like a fast paced, like kind of keeps you, and then every ending leaves you on a bit of a cliffhanger.
Totally.
I do like how the show is like produced and run.
It's also crazy that the entire show is within
Yeah.
the emergency room. They
Right.
don't. They go
Yes.
outside a little bit, but like
Right.
other than that, they're pretty much in one spot,
Yeah.
which is probably from a filming perspective, probably saved a lot of money.
Yeah.
Only one what do they call that in the film world?
When location.
One location.
Yeah.
Location. Yeah.
Mhm.
Peter. That's Peter.
I'm excited to talk about my most recent weekend because I actually filmed a movie with Peter.
Did you?
Yes.
This last weekend?
Here in this very studio.
Did you
for
really?
part of it. Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
I know. Foreshadowing.
Love it.
Giving
Okay.
it away.
Should we get into it? Two
Let's
weekends
do it.
ago?
2 weekends. I wrote down notes because I was like, I'm not going to remember.
I don't remember anything. I was chatting with somebody and they said that their memory lives on their phone. And I 100% relate to that because I'm like, anytime I'm trying to remember something, I look
Yeah.
at my photos, I look at my calendar.
Right.
I don't know what I would do without.
What do you think?
without
Do
them.
you think that is because we are so reliant on our phone? Like,
I think it definitely has become a crutch,
yeah.
but I also just think I have a bad memory.
Like when you were younger, like without a phone, do you remember not having why would you remember? You don't have a good memory.
Do I remember not having a good memory?
Yeah.
I think I've always had not the best memory.
Yeah.
I am good at trivia. So maybe that's kind of counterintuitive.
Oh.
Like I can remember random facts, especially like if it can relate to something in my life, like anything geography related. If
Yeah.
I've like been there or learned about a place, I'm very
Yeah.
sharp with that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And generally I'm good at like Jeopardy or trivia type
Yeah.
things. So I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know. I don't really understand my brain,
Okay.
if I'm being honest.
That's all right.
How about you? Do you have a good memory?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And I think Chad takes it to advantage sometimes. Like he'll be like, no, I told you about this. And I'm like, I don't. And then he's like, yeah, because you have a bad memory.
Brian's one of his like points of pride is that he has a good memory with
Yeah.
things, and same thing, he
Yeah.
uses it against me anytime there's a disagreement between us about what happened
Yeah.
or who said what or whatever.
Right.
It's always, oh, you just have a bad memory. Like, it's always that
And like you can't argue
you
because
can't.
you're like, I
I'm
know.
like, I do have bad memory, but I know in this in this instance, I know that I'm right.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
Yeah. We usually are. So
Totally. Okay, so 2 weekends ago, Friday night, we were together at the Hope Givers
That's right.
dinner.
Yes.
Which was fun.
Yep.
It's Comrash Mission. They do
Correct.
an annual event, kind of fundraiser with key givers and key donors to what they do. So that was cool.
Yeah, delicious meal.
Delicious. So the chef
Fun table.
The chef, did you say from table?
Fun table.
Fun table. We had a fun table. Also, the chef used to own a restaurant called The Table.
Correct.
And he now runs a culinary program through the Comrash Mission that trains people who were homeless or struggling to, work in a kitchen, work in a restaurant, and then kind of equip them for that next step in getting out into the workforce. So I think it's such a cool program that they do.
That's awesome.
So the dinner was great. What did you do after dinner? Or did you do anything before dinner? I don't mean to cut into your weekend.
I did have a few things before. So I just, being in the real estate world that we are, thought I would share. I had a buyer who had gotten under contract on a house, and we did a home inspection. And if we've never explained that on here, a home inspection is like going to your primary care physician, and they do like a checkup over your entire body. They do a checkup over the entire house in a home inspection. And then if they find something that they're concerned about, they'll send you to a specialist. So Friday morning, we were sent to a foundation specialist, which in our world, not our best thing, because foundations are expensive.
Yeah.
And they're a pretty important part of a house, Yeah. So
what kind of foundation are we talking?
We're talking about a poured slab.
Okay.
I don't know.
Poured concrete? Was
something.
Were there a bunch of cracks?
The challenge was there wasn't cracks. They could tell that there had been some repairs. There was some bowing on the wall. Like, so the wall was at an angle from the foundation, not in line with. And then the foundation specialist came, and he was like, yeah, typically we look for about a 1-inch difference throughout the house, so it can be down a little bit on one side, but no more than an inch is what we want to find.
Okay.
Well, in one part of the house, it was down closer to 3 inches. So there was definitely some settling happening. So unfortunately, we got the bid back, and when we presented that to the sellers, we couldn't come to an agreement on how to move forward. So sadly, part of my Friday was rescinding our offer on the house. It was a bummer. But here's my thing, and I don't know if you find this as well. I hate when buyers spend money on inspection and the transaction doesn't go through, because it's not cheap.
Not cheap.
And but I just, in my gut, I'm like, it's so important that you get out after a couple $100 wasted than hundreds of thousands of dollars, and come to find out you're going to have to pour in tens of thousands of dollars now, So I'm like, I was a bit relieved that she decided she's going, if the seller had agreed to contribute and help make it right, then I would have felt better. But what my buyer would have had to take on, because not only was it foundation, there's other issues in the house as well. Had we taken all of that on, I just would have felt like it wasn't the best investment for her. Right. So I was kind of glad she got out.
Totally.
So that was a lot of my Friday morning, actually, was at that inspection. And then Friday midday, I wrote down that Shannon and I walked Chambers Bay.
Nice.
It's been a really long time since I've done that.
The full loop?
The full loop.
Love that loop.
Started at the playground, zigzag down.
Yep.
Took Stella. I was like, I regret this immediately, because she's like pretty fat, and it's like already awkward going down these zigzags. So, but then we went up the long roads and then straight across back, and that was much better. She was tired by then. So
when I was in high school, I probably told this before. When I was in high school, my parents bought a house with a pool. So we moved to a pool house.
Yes.
And I didn't like how I looked without my shirt on. So I became determined to lose weight.
Okay.
And so I started eating healthy, and the way that I exercised was doing the Chambers Bay loop. And I would jog it. And
bless you.
Every time I did it, I would write down how long it took me, with the goal of kind of getting faster over time.
Wow.
And I think I'm gonna look for my time while I think I probably have it somewhere. But all that to say, I lost 40 pounds my junior year of high school by
Austin, that's amazing.
Dieting and running the Chambers Bay loop.
Wow.
That was pretty much all I did.
That's fantastic. Do you feel like that was like the launch into your, like, I can do hard things?
I bet it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I did my first half marathon that year. So I think my senior year of high school, I did my first half marathon.
Wow.
So yeah, right around like I was always just like a chubby kid, and I was always like a motivated kid, but never like we didn't. We ate. My family's love language is food.
Yes.
And so I ate a good amount, and I never had a fast metabolism, and I played like a little bit of tennis growing up and stuff, but never like really committed to my health.
Right.
Until like 17, 18 years old. So
did you hear about the guy who just recently broke the record for marathon?
2 hours, sub 2. That's crazy.
Insane.
I could run. So he ran for 2 hours. He ran for 26 miles.
Mm-hmm.
I think the pace. Do you remember what
4
the pace
minutes?
is?
It's like 4 minute miles.
Yeah. But do you know what the speed was?
No, Chad was just and honestly, I don't. This is all regurgitating information Chad shared with me.
The speed that he ran for 2 hours for 26 miles, I could probably run for about 20 seconds.
Could you imagine?
Crazy. Insane.
Wild.
Insane. My fastest Chambers Bay time. One time I got down below 30 minutes.
Wow.
For the full loop. 29 minutes, 40 seconds.
Do you remember the first time how long it took you?
The first time I have recorded was 44 minutes. So I shaved off about 14 minutes.
That's still really good.
Yeah. I love Chambers. I've been in a long time.
I know. So anyways, those are the few notes I had for my Friday.
Cool. What'd you do after
after. So then we went home, and I believe we started the series Beef.
Okay.
So
I've heard of that. Give me the premise.
Okay. Sorry. Message came through and I forgot what I was saying.
Okay. I also just got a client text at the same time.
You guys, welcome to our lives. So there was the first season of Beef, and it was about these two people who had like road rage towards each other.
Okay.
And just
beef.
The complication is like their two stories, and then this road rage kind of brings them together, and just this like it's actually wild. I thought it was really well done, the first season. The second season is completely different theme.
Oh, interesting.
It's about this, it's set on like a golf course, and it's these relationships between a couple that works on the golf course together that are like this young, in love, about to get married couple, and then mixed with this greens manager and his troubled marriage, and the course itself is being taken over by this investor. And so anyways, it's a really fascinating show. The way they it's just like every person kind of ends up, you like don't like them at some point for one reason or another, but then you always feel sorry for each one of them. So it's just a really well done show.
Nice.
Yeah.
Should I watch it?
I think you would like it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And it's quick. It was like, I want to say 6 or 8 episodes, not that many and not super long.
Cool.
Like we pretty much binged it throughout the weekend.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just finished like 3 shows, so I'm kind of looking for what's next.
Okay. Yes.
Did you tell me about Pluribus? Or is that somebody else? Okay. I started watching a show called Pluribus.
Is that on Apple?
Yeah.
Okay.
I only watched 1 episode. It was weird for me.
Yeah.
It's too much. I couldn't, and didn't get into it.
Yeah.
But I thought it was you. So
no, not me.
Cool. So after Hope Givers, Easton's baseball game is going. So Brian and I stopped by that for a few minutes.
Nice.
Saw him hit 1 time, and then the game was over.
Okay.
And then my whole family went back to my parents' house for dinner, and not really dinner. We had already had dinner.
What?
I think Easton, the kids ate dinner.
Okay.
And we just kind of hung out and chatted and maybe played games. I don't really remember.
Yeah.
But just good Friday family night.
Fun.
It was weird. We didn't have Stevie because we saw it. Wait, hold on. We were gonna see you guys the next day, I think.
We were thinking about it, but then we didn't have Stevie.
Yeah, it was just really weird being at my parents' house without Stevie, because whenever the whole family's together, we have her. So it was sad.
Aww.
Saturday. How was your Saturday?
Saturday was good. Piper had her first volleyball game, and they won. So that was very exciting. I don't know if you remember last year me talking about volleyball, but it was dodgeball the first game. They like refused to go towards it and would like actively avoid the ball. This time they did great. You can tell they've all been practicing. So that was fun. After that, Pipes had a couple of friends come over and they all hung out. It was a pretty nice weekend that weekend. I think that's why we're talking about getting the dogs together, because it's actually like sunny out. The client who we rescinded on our offer, we went and saw a couple houses together, and then came back home. Piper's friends, I was like, let's go out and get ice cream. It's such a nice afternoon. So we went to the Chambers Bay area where there is not the park, the shopping center where there's Whole Foods.
Across from the library.
Where
you get some great stuff.
There's Bliss. At the library, there's Happy Duo. So Chad and I got coffee from Happy Duo. Some of the girls got ice cream from Bliss. And then some went to Pearl Tea across the street.
Oh my gosh.
Boba. So it was just a fun. And then we kind of sat out in that little courtyard and the girls ran around and played.
Can I share something?
Please, absolutely.
We were getting dinner with some friends the other day, and she was telling us that growing up, her mom would custom tailor every person's meal in the family. So if somebody she'd stop at one place to get food for somebody, she'd stop at another place to get food for somebody else. She'd home cook food for somebody else.
Wow.
Very, very doting and just overly generous with her, accommodating with the food. I'm like, isn't that wild?
And the person sharing this with you, was she this is positive?
No,
it wasn't good.
I don't think. I mean, she said she had a great childhood. It was great, but she's as an adult, it's created some issues with being overly picky or really not knowing what's going to sound good until right then, and then be like, okay, I need this food.
Interesting.
And just it's very hard to plan meals, that kind of thing. So she said it wasn't not horrible, but not amazing.
That's
long-term impacts of this.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, after that, so the group of girls, they were all hanging out at our house in the afternoon, but they were going to go do a sleepover at a friend's house in Gig Harbor.
Okay.
So Chad was taking Allie down to my parents. So my mom has had some really hard health issues recently. She had a procedure done on her eye and woke up the next day and she went to the doctor, check on her eye. It was getting better. The next morning she woke up, couldn't see at all.
Mm-hmm.
And turns out she had gotten this infection in there. So that Friday, the day we were at Hope Givers, she actually had this emergency procedure done. So Saturday night, Allie went down to stay the night with them because on Sunday, my dad was teaching a class at our church. And so Allie went and stayed with my mom to just help her around the house.
That's nice.
So it was really sweet. So Chad took Allie down to be with my mom. When they left, Allie accidentally didn't close the gate all the way, which we all know means Stella got out. And she was out for a good 4.5, 5 hours. It was one of the longest times she's ever been out. And multiple times she came through the gate and would look at us, walk a few steps in. And then if we were to go towards her, she'd dart out. Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. So that was stressful. And then I took the group of girls out to Gig Harbor. So Chad and I ended up ordering sushi from, I want to say it was from Nari. We just had it DoorDash to our house and we just stayed in, finished watching Beef and waited for Stella to come home.
Oh my gosh. And she eventually comes home?
She eventually comes home every time. And that is the biggest struggle is it feels so frustrating because you don't know how long it's going to take her.
Yeah.
And I feel like my neighbors are all judging me nobody's even out trying to catch this dog, that. I'm assuming that's what they're saying about us.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is every time we go out to get her, she thinks it's a game and she just starts running even more.
And these are the fast dogs. If Stevie doesn't want to be caught, there's no catching her. Stella's the same.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So anyways,
she came back
Saturday.
Is she filthy when she gets back?
Often, yes. Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah, we actually got her groomed yesterday. So it wasn't horrible, but yes, there's been times, especially in the winter, if she gets out, she'll just come back drenched. She's gone swimming or something. I'm oh my gosh, I don't know. So yeah.
And we won't do the e-collar.
We tried.
Okay.
We tried.
You tried the fence one, right?
Yes.
What about just the one that Stevie uses?
Well, do you feel like she's too old for that now? Mm. No? Okay. Somebody else just mentioned that to me. Okay.
I think it would work. And it has pretty long range too. So if it's and there's probably PETA people listening that aren't going to like this, but if she's not coming, just buzzer, buzzer, vibrate. If she's still not listening, give her a shock.
Yeah,
she'll come in.
The challenge is when we did the e-collar, or the invisible fence collar, she refused to go outside when it was on her. So that's my worry. And maybe the e-collar will be different, but it was like, I think what happened was the invisible one would beep or would do something as soon as she stepped out, even if she was far from the gate. And so it kind of freaked her out.
Okay.
And then she wouldn't wear it. She wouldn't go out
at all.
So that was where we were like, well, we need her to go outside. We just need her to stay in a certain, so. Anyways,
yeah. The one we use, we've had great luck with.
Okay.
I think we could try it.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to get out.
I know.
I'm sad.
I know. And we like have done all these things to our fence to reinforce it and the gate, you know, and make it like so. But Allie just closed it with the right amount of strength that it bounced a little bit and then went back and just didn't latch.
Yeah.
So.
The main thing we have to look out for is because we have Amazon drivers or delivery people that will go through our side gate to like put a package on the back porch, and sometimes they'll leave it open. And there's been a couple times where we like let CV out, and she doesn't even notice that it's open, but I'll go over there. I'm like, oh, it's open, so I have to like force it closed. But
oh my gosh,
yeah, we have to like anytime we get an Amazon package, we go like make sure all the gates are closed again. Okay, so was that Saturday?
That was my Saturday.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we woke up at my parents' house, kind of had a nice chill morning.
Nice.
We Brian and I played pickleball with my parents at Lakewood Racket and Sports Club.
Yes, that's where Alice does tennis lessons.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, inside?
Or their team. That sounded funny. That's where the her school team practices.
Okay, cool. It's a cool spot.
Yeah.
Kind of has like an old country club feeling
I've been there for the pool.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had some events there for that.
Is that just open in the summer, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I think we had friends who were like members, and so they had like a birthday party there and another hangout time there. So I've been like once or twice just for that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pool wasn't open, but there was a birthday, or not a birthday party. It was supposed to be a guy's 100th birthday party, and he had just died. So they basically turned his 100th birthday party into a little memorial.
Oh my gosh.
It was sad.
That is sad.
Apparently he was a big avid tennis player.
Aww.
But we played some pickleball with my parents there's like one outdoor court kind of by itself. So we went and played there for a little bit.
Do you have to be members, or was it open to?
It was we just paid. You don't have to be members. I think it was like $15 per person or something.
That's awesome.
And then we went and got lunch at Hops and Drops, which I had never been there before. So that was good. What did we get? I got like a quesadilla, but it had is drizzled with like all these different sauces. It was so good.
Nice.
And then what do we do? We had another charity event that weekend. My parents at an auction had bought this like bourbon tasting experience.
Yes.
At Emergency Food Network.
Okay.
So it was within their warehouse. They had tables set up and all these different bourbons you could try.
Interesting.
And this is the second bourbon event Brian and I have been to in the last few months. And we are very confident now that we are not bourbon people.
Turns out, second time,
definitely not bourbon neat. Like bourbon by itself, not for us. So we're okay on that. But I do love a bourbon cocktail.
Okay,
I had a bourbon cocktail this Saturday night, and it was delicious.
Nice.
So did that event, which was cool. There were probably like 30 people there, and
fun.
It wasn't really a fundraiser, but it was kind of like people had bought it at an auction, and then they were kind of talking about like the work that the Emergency Food Network does and stuff. So that was cool. And then we were supposed to, we left this event and we started driving up to Ballard for a friend's birthday party. And I was just feeling exhausted that night. And Brian was feeling exhausted. And I was like, I can't do this right now. Like I am feeling burnt out and exhausted. And I'm not going to be, I don't want to fake it at this friend's birthday party. Like I really just would rather let's bail. Like I don't love bailing on things. Sure. Let's bail and let's reschedule a different time to hang out with them in the next couple of weeks. Yeah. So that's what we did. And it just felt so nice just to like go home and just rest and
totally.
Yeah. Cause I had a really busy Sunday coming up. We had the Friday night event. It's just like when your week is busy and then your weekend is busy, and it's like, when is there going to be a free moment just to like do nothing? And we needed that evening just to do nothing.
Good for you.
Yeah. I always feel bad. Like I'm the type of person that when I say I'm going to do something, like I really want to do it. Like I don't want to be a flaky person. Yeah. But every once in a while, you just gotta like say no to something and cancel last minute, and that's what we did.
100%.
So we felt bad. Brian felt bad, but Jackson, I'm sorry. Let's hang out very soon. Okay, that was Saturday. How was your Sunday?
My Sunday was good. So we probably saw it in the morning. No, we went to church. It was just Chad and I. And then Pipes, her sleepover, they got dropped off at church. We went and got pizza from Whole Foods, which, have you ever had their pizza?
I think one time. It was good.
Actually not bad. Like we had done it a while ago. It had been a minute, but we were trying to think of, okay, what can we grab on the way from our place down to my parents? For my mom wanted salad and pizza. And so I want to say it was like $15 for a large pizza. Wow. And we got like, there was a spicy Hawaiian, like nice. It was with jalapenos. I feel like that's
our favorite. Thing. Yep, pepperoni, jalapeno, pineapple.
And then we got another like pesto chicken one. And so, yeah, it was great. We grabbed some salads from there. And then we went down to my parents' house and had lunch. And then came back that afternoon. I think we just chilled for maybe a little bit. That evening, Chad and I got together with our pastor and his wife, Tyler and Amber, and then Carrie and Blue of the Wesleyan. Mm-hmm. Yep. The 6 of us got together at Madrona Golf Course out in Gig Harbor.
Nice.
And it's like a 9-hole course. So the guys golfed and the girls just kind of walked and talked. And then we went back to the Soli's house for dinner. And
did you hit the swing the club at all?
I didn't.
No swing the club.
No, okay. I was like, and it wasn't offered, which it's fine. But yeah, no, every once in a while, Chad was like, do you want to try? And that didn't happen, which I'm, again, totally fine. But it was such a nice afternoon. We really like just enjoyed the where we were at, the location and the company, and Soli's made some great dinner, and we stayed till almost 10 p.m. on a Sunday night. We were like, this is wild.
Yeah, that is wild.
It is a school night. Yeah. So
it's the day of the Lord.
I know. We got to go home. So that was my Sunday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, Sunday I had some nice morning couch time, walked Stevie, sat in the sauna, all that. And then I had showings in Seattle. Okay. So I think I showed probably 10 houses that day.
Yeah. So all to one person?
Like same couple. Yeah.
Same. Yeah. Client.
Yep. So we looked at a bunch of houses. I'll give an update on that for the following weekend. Mm-hmm. That was good. And then I went and played pickleball, and I played for 3 hours.
Wow.
It was great.
Wonderful.
And then went home and probably worked on the couch a bit. Yeah. Probably watched a show. I don't remember exactly. Sometimes in my calendar, it just says like hang out with Brian for like a 4-hour chunk. And I'm like, what did we do?
Yeah.
Like we probably just chilled.
Yeah.
I don't know, who knows?
Sure.
Sometimes I'll add at the calendar specifically what we did, and that's helpful, but sometimes I don't.
That's so funny.
That was 2 weekends ago.
Okay.
Last weekend.
On to this most recent. So, 253 Film Festival.
Okay.
It is put on by the Grand Cinema, which is a local theater here. Mm-hmm. And what they do is on a Thursday evening, I did this a couple years ago with Peter. On a Thursday evening, you go to the Grand Cinema and they give you a packet. And within the packet is your requirements for the film. So you have like 4 stipulations that have to be part of your movie.
Okay.
And then you also, because it's the 253 Film Festival, you have 253 seconds for the length of your film.
It has to be exactly that length.
Yeah. So it can't be over that. Okay. You could be under, but it can't be over. So that's like 4 minutes and 13 seconds or something like that. And in addition to that, you have from Thursday night, you get your packet. You have to turn the entirety of your film in by Sunday at 7 p.m.
Wow.
So it's a very quick, like we get together Thursday night. We were up till like midnight trying to come up with like a theme and somewhat of a storyline.
And you were doing that with Peter?
Peter, and then my friend Kelly.
Okay.
And then another friend of ours, Colin. So the 4 of us were kind of the brainstorming group.
Okay.
And then Friday and Saturday were like filming days. Saturday evening becomes more of editing, and then you turn it in on Sunday is kind of how our schedule went. So Friday, so anyways, all that to say, for me, that weekend started kind of that Thursday. What was funny was Thursday afternoon, I showed my client, who we rescinded our offer on, another house, and she loved it. And so Thursday evening, I was writing up this offer. But here was the thing. It was the first day on the market. The showings only started at 2 p.m. We saw it at 3:30, and we were I was talking to the agent that evening, like, would they? And I knew in my head, I was like, I know if I have a seller who's on the market first day on and you get an offer day one, you're probably not going to accept it right away because you're going to want to see, well, if I already have one offer and it's one day on the market, let me see what happens after the weekend.
In my experience, it's so hit or miss.
It's so hard.
Some sellers are like, let's just do it.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Exactly.
Sell it. Others are like, no, let's see if we can get more offers. It's
Right. So I was really intentional about how I presented this offer. I ended up submitting it Friday morning, and I noticed around the house that they clearly had a dog because there was a dog house out back.
Okay.
And one of the things my client loves is the yard for her doggies.
Okay.
And then the listing, right, it showed that there was like one female seller on this home. My client is a female buyer just on her own. So I very much played into my buyer knew the minute we walked in that this was the one. She can imagine using the yard with her doggies. Like I'm like adding the selling. And it was really sweet because what ended up happening is we submitted Friday morning, sat through all of Friday, sat through all of Saturday. I get a phone call Saturday night. We've had lots of showings, but the seller really appreciated your client and what you wrote in the email. And so our offer got accepted.
Nice. That's awesome.
So very exciting. So we're back under contract. So yes. So Friday morning, I'm writing this offer. I kind of had a little bit of time Friday during the day. So I was doing some work. Our office has been busy. I'm doing a lot of conversations with clients or agents in our office working with clients and transactions right now. And then Friday afternoon till about 11 p.m. we were filming. And that was all primarily at my house and then some here at the Theory office.
Okay, nice.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you watched the finished product, I'm guessing?
Yes.
You'll get to that?
Yeah, I'll get to it. But also you guys should come to the screening.
Is there a screening happening?
Yeah. Oh, so sorry. So it's a competition.
Okay.
So there are 30 teams. And on May 8th.
I was thinking the competition was over. So everybody had to submit by last night.
Sorry. Everybody had to submit. And then on May 8th, there's a screening of all 30 movies.
Wow. May 8th, all 30 movies. So 30 short films.
Yes. All 4-minute long.
Cool.
Things. What's your May 8th look
May
like?
8th. I don't know who Josh Edward is. I have a birthday on my calendar for Josh Edward. Who the heck is that?
That name sounds familiar.
May 8th. Okay. Potentially.
Okay. I'll send you the invite.
Cool. So that was Friday.
That was Friday.
You're filming.
Filming.
Are you in the movie?
Yes.
Cool.
I'm kind of the main person.
You're kind of the star.
Kind of a big deal. No. Now, honestly, this one I will say for me, I do enjoy acting. It's a little tricky in these short ones. You don't really have a ton of time to like get into a character and really figure things out. But and I'll go into maybe a little bit more as we talk more about our weekends.
Do you have a monologue?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I don't. But we had this idea, and it was like it felt more serious on Thursday night. So then when we started filming on Friday, it felt like this was going to be more of a drama.
Right.
But then on Saturday, we were filming scenes and it became funny.
Oh my gosh.
And then it was like this weird, like, oh, wait.
It's a dramedy.
Maybe it is more funny. And so anyway, but Peter's awesome. And like he was able to edit in a way that it did come off a lot lighter than we originally planned, which I like.
Nice.
Yeah,
so there were like 4 requirements. Are you able to share what those were?
Yep. So we had to have the saying, who would do such a thing?
Okay.
We had to have an item of clothing that was too small.
Okay.
We had to have something lost.
Okay.
And there was a sound clip that they gave us.
Okay.
That was like this weird sound effect. And you had to incorporate that.
Cool.
So those are the 4 stipulations.
So it's like Chopped. It's like the show where they have like 4 ingredients and they have to make up a recipe.
Sure.
Same thing, but for a movie.
Yes.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Fun. Okay. So Friday, I have a listing coming up in Newcastle.
Okay.
It's going to be a big one. I sold them the house 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh.
And at the time, it was the most expensive sale I had ever had. And now it's going to be the most expensive listing I've had.
This is fun.
So that's very exciting.
Yes.
So I always I use the same photographer for every listing.
Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
He's awesome. Usually for video, I'll just kind of make something myself and just put together a video. For this one, I'm like, I kind of want to go all out on this.
Sure.
So there's an agent that I am friends with in the area that always just has really cool, like very beautiful cinematic listing videos. And so I asked her who she uses and I booked him for the video shoot.
Oh, cool.
So I had the video and the photo shoot happening kind of at the same time. And then I was also kind of making my own content for the listing, just kind of trying to go all out.
Everybody's doing something.
All out on marketing.
Yeah.
I don't think they listened to the podcast. I would be kind of crazy if they did, but it was a little funny because they were both at the house during all the photos and videos. Okay. And so I realized going forward, I really should tell my clients that they should just not be at the house during photos and videos. Like I told them the day before, like, just so you know, like, you totally don't need to be here for the photo and video shoot. Okay. And they took that as like, it's optional. Like, we can be here, blah, blah. Okay. But it was, they were in the way the whole time.
Tricky.
It was tricky. So I kept like, and they were doing like drone footage outside, and I kept, and he was like, blowing leaves on the patio and stuff. I was like, I'm sorry, like, are you able to come in for a few minutes so he can get all the outdoor stuff? And then they kept kind of coming and going with their cars, and it was just so funny. It was such a, and every time I'm like apologizing to the photographer and the videographer, like, I'm so sorry, like, but it was kind of funny. So that shoot went well, and then we stayed Friday night at the Salish Lodge.
Oh, okay.
At Snoqualmie Falls.
Fun. Yes, I saw this video.
It was fantastic.
I have been there for lunch.
Okay.
I haven't stayed in the hotel.
We stayed there once during COVID.
Okay.
And it was like deep COVID. Like, everything was very shut down. Okay. So like, you couldn't hang out in the lobby.
Oh, wow.
I think the restaurant was open, but there were like very minimal tables. Okay. You couldn't go to the spa. It was very, very closed down. Yeah. And the room we had during COVID didn't have a patio or a deck or anything. Okay. So we always like to say it felt like a very like fancy prison cell. Like, like we literally were just like kind of stuck in the room. It was a nice room, but we like really couldn't do anything else. Okay. This experience was much different. Unfortunately, Brian had to work super late Friday night. Oh. So he was at the office until like 7 p.m. Oh. And we were supposed to check in at like 5 p.m. to the hotel. So basically, I got home. I packed both of our bags, which I've never packed his bag before. Oh. That was kind of interesting. Yeah. Packed our bags. I loaded Stevie in the car. I drove to the Salish Lodge. I checked in. I unpacked our bags, kind of got settled in the room. And then I just basically hung out in the lobby waiting for him to get there. Okay. There was live music, which was amazing. Yeah. And I got a drink, and I wrote down a moment of gratitude for life while watching live music. I was just kind of sitting there and just waiting for Brian, and I was just like listening to this music, and Stevie's right here. Everybody around me is friendly. I'm staying at this nice hotel. I'm like, life is so dang good.
That's awesome.
And I was trying to be intentional about not just being on my phone. Yeah. So I was just kind of sitting there, just enjoying the moment, and just kind of chatting with people around me. Everybody was stopping and saying hi to Stevie. Yeah. Music was great. It was just a very, very nice moment.
So cool.
And I had a few moments like that this weekend where I was just like feeling very grateful. Like, I feel like like if I think back to the life that I envisioned for myself when I was like in college or whatever, this is very much that. Yeah. And I need to stop and remember that more often. Like, I'm very much living a life that I dreamed about and that other people will dream about. And it's so easy to get caught up in the day-to-day of life and just be stressed or whatever. And it's like, there's so many beautiful things about life. Yeah. And I actually was just listening to a podcast yesterday about, I wish I would have wrote it down, about this play that's on Broadway, and it's going viral kind of all around the world right now. Okay. You might have seen it on Broadway. It was called like
The Outsiders.
All the Brilliant Things or something. Okay. Not The Outsiders. Have you heard of that? Like, it's like All the Brilliant Things. I don't know. It's basically about this. I'm going really deep into this, but it's about this woman, I'm pretty sure, who kills herself, and her son, or no, maybe she doesn't kill herself. I don't know the exact premise, but basically the idea is that she's suicidal, and she starts making this list of like all the brilliant things in life, like the first cup of coffee in the morning, whatever, all just like the little things throughout life that are so beautiful. And I really want to see this show now because it sounds like amazing. Anyway, I just am trying to be more intentional about just appreciating the little things in life and getting less caught up in my to-do lists and just the day-to-day stresses of life.
Yeah.
And
that's great.
I also find myself always rushing. Like, I'm rushing to eat. I'm rushing to get to the next, always in a rush. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm trying to like slow down and just like enjoy the little moments in life.
Yeah.
So
that's so great.
So that was Friday. Thank you. So Brian showed up probably around 7:30, and I had a drink waiting for him. Lovely. And I timed dinner just right. So our food showed up right when he pulled in on the driveway.
Perfect.
Or pulled up to the hotel.
You ordered his food?
We shared shared a burger and fries. And then we had access to it was called Club 268, I think, which is like within the Salish Lodge, there's like an extra like VIP experience you can get. So because we were doing this like hotel partnership, they gave us access to this. So it was like this lounge library area.
Fun.
Kind of a cool, it kind of felt speakeasy-esque within the hotel. And it was open 24/7 and they had like free snacks and drinks and stuff. And then when I arrived, they had a bartender there like making drinks and there's charcuterie out and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
All just like included with the stay. So that was super cool.
But a private club.
Private. So yeah, only,
you know me, I love clubs.
Only the elites of the Salish Lodge got to stay there. But yeah, so Brian showed up. We went and checked that out, and then we went down and we were on a patio room, so it had its own like private fire pit.
Ooh.
So we got down to the room, the fire was lit, and we there was like a s'mores kit waiting for us.
Oh my gosh.
So we made s'mores over this
on
little
your
fire
private patio.
On this private
That's
patio.
So cool.
It was such a cool experience. So yeah, that was Friday night. Lovely first night lovely only night at the Salish, but it was great.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Check it out.
I will. I've wanted to stay there. We have just done the lunch there and walked to the falls.
Yeah.
That was it. Cute little area down there too. Like there's
Super
like a
cool.
little downtown area I want to go back to. Okay, so Saturday, for me, I really thought this whole weekend was going to be like all filming, and I ended up having more time than I realized. Everybody's, working and kids sports and other things. So that I already did Friday. Saturday.
What if you just started? You just went through your whole Friday.
So Friday, I wrote an offer, and Saturday we woke up. Piper had a sleepover at a friend's house. So it's just me, Chad, and Allie. And we decided we were going to go to the Proctor's Farmers Market. It's such a nice day. We had taken Stella to get a bath. So this is the second time we've gone to this groomery place. They're great. And so we took her there and then went to the farmer's market. They had some sort of parade down at Proctor. So what was really nice is the streets were all closed. So you could like walk in the streets, not just in the farmer's market, but like down on Proctor and 26 and stuff. And so it was like everybody had the same idea. Everybody was out at the farmer's market. Allie saw like 3 friends from school. I wrote down that we got pastries from, I don't know if it's pronounced Midsummer or Midsomer. It's Midsommer.
Yep. I haven't been there yet.
I'm like, is that like a brick and mortar? Is there a bakery in Tacoma called that? Or
actually, I've never heard of it.
Okay, because they had like swag and it said in Tacoma. And when I went to look them up, the only location it gave me was like that farmer's market stall.
Interesting. Okay.
So I was like, I don't know.
So they might just be a farmer's market.
Yeah.
That's how Huddy Bagel started. It was just farmer's markets.
Yeah. Well, they had some amazing pastries. And then we kept walking around. Chad and I got coffee from Olympia Coffee. And I just want you to take a guess at how much our 2 coffees were.
What'd you get?
I got an iced breve latte and he got a hot breve latte.
Including tip or not including tip?
Including tip.
$19.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly?
No, 18.
18. Okay.
And it's one of those things, when you're just like checking out and you're like, oh yeah, okay. And then tip. And then I'm like, 2 drinks and I'm spending $18. It's $9 a beverage.
I figure if I get a latte at a coffee shop,
you guys,
with tip, it's usually $9.
Like you can get a whole cheeseburger for $2.53 next door.
True.
And we're here spending.
Or you can go to Costco and spend $1.50 on a hot dog and a soda.
Oh, it's wild. And I mean, it's great coffee, but at the same time, I was like, this feels like I'm being robbed. So yeah, anyways, that was, and then from Saturday afternoon till we didn't even film that crazily long. We started filming around 2:30 or 3. Finished around 6, and then Shannon. So Peter's obviously the one doing all the filming and stuff. Mm-hmm. Shannon was very kind. It's never gonna get old. She took all of our kids back
Peter's
to
friend?
her house. Yes, best friend,
girlfriend,
and they offered to have people over for pizza on their deck.
Nice.
And so we went over there, and then I left there around 8, and then Chad and I watched a movie called Apex on Netflix. It's intense, but it's really good. Charlize Theron, who's 50,
is about like an apex predator, like
kind of. Okay. He is. I forget what his name is. I really like him as an actor. He was in like the Kingsman and
yeah. He's British.
Yeah,
Egerton.
That's
his first name.
Yeah,
that guy. Yep.
He is like hunting Charlize Theron. And she's 50 and she does these. She's an adventurer, and so she like climbs cliffs and does canoeing in rapids. Like it was good. But it was intense. So we watched that, and then
Taron Egerton.
Yeah.
Crazy name.
And then Peter and I Zoomed and we're going like over the editing details of the movie. And it's like so what I was gonna say is, in this instance, I really enjoy the acting side, but I also think I enjoy the like behind the scenes directing, and like I found myself like, I feel like it would be really cool if we could have this type of shot or this type of transition and things. And so I was telling Peter, I think maybe in the future I'd love to be like more behind with him on this side.
Totally.
So
actor, director, producer.
I'll just do the three. I'll do it all. So yeah, so that was fun. We stayed up till it was like another late night, like till 11, which was funny because like, so the few nights I stayed up late, I was like sleeping in till at least 8 a.m., which was really nice. I think that was majority of Saturday.
Cool.
That was it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Saturday morning, woke up, made coffee in the room. They had a little French press machine, which is cool. We did the Snoqualmie Falls hike, which we don't remember it being that steep before, but it was very steep getting back up.
Oh, see, we didn't do a hike. We just like went to maybe a viewing area.
Oh, okay. And then you can do like, it's like a mile down to the base and then you hike back up. It was very steep. We had very little time, but we wanted to check out the spa. So we basically, I think we went to the spa for like 20 minutes, like very quick, but we also need to get a couple video clips of it. So went there, sat in the hot tub for like literally 10 minutes and then called it.
Did you get the shot? Okay.
Got the shot. It was a beautiful spa. There was like a ton of natural light pouring in, which was cool.
And is the spa, is it like at all like post where they have like a sauna and they have cold plunge or any?
It's not to that level. Right, there's probably 2 hot tub pools.
Okay.
And then there's a cold plunge and there's 1 sauna and 1 steamer.
Okay.
So it's nice.
Yeah.
Our Club 268 membership got us access to the spa. So I think I don't know if everybody can go there or what exactly how that works, but we were able to go to that spa area. And then we got brunch, which they kind of have like a famous brunch where they do something called Honey from Heaven.
Yes.
Which, have you done that before? You just know about it?
No, I feel like I've heard about it. Or maybe I'm thinking of like, what do they do?
They basically apparently they used to stand on a chair, but the waiter just gets up super high and drizzles the honey down onto your biscuit.
Okay, yes.
It's supposed to represent like the waterfall.
Cool.
That was why they do that.
Yeah.
But such a good brunch. Like the biscuits with the honey and the jam and everything are so good. It's like probably 5 courses. So you got like champagne first, then the biscuits, then what's it called? It's like oatmeal, overnight oats. There's an overnight oats.
Okay.
There were pancakes. There was meat and egg course.
My gosh.
So we were so full at the end of it. Like I felt kind of bad because we weren't finishing our courses, but I just knew that more was coming.
Right.
So yeah, it was delicious.
Nice.
Highlight of the weekend for sure. Like we'd go back just for the brunch.
Yeah.
But
Fun.
yeah, we kind of had brunch and then checked out. And that was our Salish time, which was so fun, so nice. On this way back home, I stopped at Costco. Got the stuff.
Nice.
did some vacuuming and laundry and stuff at the house.
Nice.
And then we had to rush to a friend's engagement party. So our friends Ryan and Allie got engaged on Saturday.
Fun.
And then he planned kind of a surprise engagement party with family and friends and stuff at this really cool rooftop called Fern, which is like in Pioneer Square area of Seattle. Great rooftop bar area. And then we moved from there down to the first or second level of the same hotel for like a coursed out meal. So literally that day, Saturday, we started with this like 5-course brunch, and then we ended with this another probably 5-course dinner. And we're like, wow, this is luxe. This is the life. Very indulgent. I don't know how, but I couldn't drive home. So
I don't know how that happened.
It was over the engagement party started at 4. So we got there at 4.
Okay.
They were giving everybody champagne for the champagne toast.
Yeah.
And then they were bringing wine around. So I had some wine.
Yeah.
Then we got to dinner probably at 6 and everything was like paid for. So I don't actually know who paid for everything. I should probably figure that out and thank them.
You're like, was it paid for or did I just not pay?
Then there was this bourbon cocktail at dinner that I tried with egg white, which you're on the fence about, but very good. And I got a few of those. And then from dinner, we went to like a bar afterwards. And got a couple drinks there.
How
and
are
I
you
was
up
like,
right now?
This was Saturday night.
Oh, this is Saturday
not last
night.
night.
Okay.
But yeah, so ended up, I never get drunk.
Yeah.
Ever. Yeah. Like I do drink. Like if I'm probably one night a week, I'll have 2 or 3 drinks. Yeah. And that is my norm.
Right.
Even if I'm at a bachelor party, no matter what, I don't get drunk. It's just, I did in college and I'm good now.
Yeah.
Very good at controlling myself. I was feeling it at the end of the night. I was dizzy.
Oh no.
We Ubered home and I ended up crashing on the couch and I slept until 10.
Yeah.
And I was not feeling great yesterday morning. So
yeah.
I
don't know why I thought this was all on Sunday. And I was like, I would be down for 72 hours.
No, I was down for a good, and then I did actually end up doing a lot yesterday, but I slept until 10 and wasn't feeling great.
Wow. Yeah.
I immediately saunaed and cold plunged.
Oof.
And that's the move.
Is it?
It's the move. Electrolytes, hydration, sauna, cold plunge.
Okay.
Felt so much better.
Okay.
Did that. Oh wait, can I just go into my Sunday? Is that okay?
Yeah, do it.
I woke up feeling a little hazy.
A little bit.
On Saturday night, my client, who I've been showing houses to for a while, they were texting me about a house that they wanted to offer on.
Okay.
Which we went and saw, I think Thursday night. We saw it for the second time.
Okay.
Saturday night, probably 8 p.m. And I started drinking at 4. They were texting me about,
we got this.
They're texting me and I was like, I can answer your question right now, but I'm not going to be able to write the offer until tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
So we kind of figured out all the terms. And then Sunday morning, I woke up knowing I need to write this offer, which I was not stoked about, but I'm like, okay, let's do this. Zone in, sauna, cold plunge. I stayed outside. I wrote the offer outside and was kind of negotiating the offer all day. And then it got accepted last night. So, which is so amazing.
Look at us selling real estate.
It's crazy. I have 3 buyers under contract right now. Listing coming up next week.
Oh my gosh.
Another buyer that I chatted with on Friday night that I'm meeting with next week for a buyer consult.
Yeah.
So
I just real estate. One. So if anybody is looking to buy or sell,
just spread the love. Okay, so that wrote the offer. I had driven to Seattle.
Right. What happened to your car?
And Brian was with family on Sunday, so I had to Uber back to my car, which was not a cheap Uber.
Yeah.
So I Ubered back to my car, picked it up, and then drove to Luther Burbank Park where we met at the dog park that one time. Yeah. And I played pickleball for a couple hours.
Oh, nice.
Super fun. I have a good group of pickleball people now that I play with often.
That's so fun.
It's a great group. And then got home. I stopped at Met Market on the way home for a couple groceries, got a little sweet treat.
Yes.
And then got home. Brian had a bunch of work to do, so I kind of worked on the couch, continued negotiating the offer. I think we went pending at like 9:30 last night.
Oh, wow.
So it was an all-day negotiation.
Yeah.
Did some work on the couch, posted the Salish Lodge recap.
About how long does it take you to make those videos?
Long.
Yeah.
It's time consuming.
It's a lot.
Yeah. So throughout the weekend, I'm just filming like little clips, constantly.
Yeah.
Probably it's in multiple phases. So I edited all the clips together. So I had like 80 clips to edit down to like ideally under like a minute and a half is always the goal.
Yeah.
So that takes me probably an hour just to edit the clips down.
Yeah.
And then I am doing a voiceover on these videos, which I basically have my edited down video on my phone.
Yeah.
And then on my computer, I'm typing out what I'm going to say.
Okay.
For the voiceover.
Okay.
That probably takes me 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Thankfully, this one didn't require approval of the voiceover, but others have. So then I have to send the voiceover plan, the script to the agency person who's doing the collab with me.
Yeah.
They have to approve the script. Sometimes they'll send tweaks on it.
Oh,
and then I get it back. And then I do the voiceover over the video. I add music and then I post it everywhere.
Wow.
So it's time consuming. But it's worth it for a free hotel stay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting a call from Damon who wants to publish my daughters.
Oh, nice. Damon Johns, Shark Tank guy. Anyway, so that was Sunday nights, I finished my show Hunting Party, which is a good one.
Yeah.
So I'm done with Hunting Party, The Pits, and Shrinking. I feel like we finished another show, but yeah. So I'm kind of in the hunt for new shows.
Okay, I may have some for you.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Beef
is one. Did you start the second season of Friends and Neighbors? Did you like that?
I need to watch that. We need to watch that. We still need to watch the Game of Thrones show, Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Oh, okay.
So we do still have a few shows,
okay,
but they're all with Brian, and he doesn't have time to watch those right now.
I also have a show on HBO I'll tell you about.
Okay.
Okay. Sunday, right? That's what I'm talking about. Sunday was sauna and then church. I was in the nursery yesterday.
Nice.
Some really sweet babies.
Some babies.
Yeah. Yesterday was such a lovely afternoon, and it was so funny because I literally was out on my deck in a swimsuit sunbathing
with Stella.
And then the afternoon rolls in, and early evening we are pouring rain.
Really?
Yes.
We didn't get any rain last night.
Oh, it was like it was wild. So we could kind of see in the distance. Chad was like, "Oh, it's funny. It looks like it's like almost raining over there." So from like after church, we went and got lunch from why am I blanking? What's it called? Toast Me.
Toast Me, good spot.
Home, just me, Piper, and Chad. Allie was at a birthday party. And so he was doing some yard work. I was doing some house chores. And then I'm like, okay, it's too nice to be inside. I'm going outside, started a new book and just laid out for a couple hours. And then for sure, these clouds started pouring in, and we were going to have my parents over for dinner, which we ended up doing. But I was like, oh no, we were going to do like grilled steaks outside and sit out on the deck. And it was pouring rain around probably like maybe, I don't know if it was like 4 or 5-ish. My parents didn't come until 6. By the time they got there, the rain had stopped and we went back outside. It was just funny how it was like this crazy downpour and then cleared again. And we had this beautiful sunset.
Have you looked at the forecast?
I did, and I didn't see rain.
No, I'm saying going forward.
Yes.
10 days, 0 rain.
Yes.
It's supposed to be 84 on Monday.
Yeah. No, my girlfriends are already planning to come over and swim on next Monday.
Gosh.
Like, just
79 on Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed.
I know.
I'm so stoked.
Yeah. So lovely afternoon. Parents came over. We had steak, and my mom brought a tuxedo cake. We were also indulgent, it felt like. And then I think we just kind of ended the night with just watching shows. I ended up getting into bed early because I had stayed up late so many nights in a row, and read my book, and I woke up with 100% sleep score.
Nice.
So that was exciting.
Does that happen often?
No, very rare.
Never. Rare.
Yeah.
Seldom.
Mm-hmm. Very seldom. Yeah. So yeah, that was my weekend.
Love it. Great weekends all around.
Yes.
Life's good.
Life is good.
Sunny.
Appreciate the small, slow moments. Is that what you're doing?
Trying to.
What are we doing? Sweet treats right now?
Yeah, sweet treats.
Okay.
So great.
Every day?
Every day.
Nice.
I've stuck with it.
Yeah.
It's been an easy challenge for me.
It's coming to an end.
I had carrot cake last night from Met Market.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty good.
Have you had their hummingbird cake?
No.
Please.
I don't even know what that is.
Please do yourself a favor.
Okay. I have carrot cake and then a trace leches. I did see hummingbird, and it didn't look familiar to me.
Yeah. Sometimes they do them in a cupcake form, or there's a giant slice.
Okay.
It's my favorite thing.
I might just do that. This might be a year-long challenge for me.
Every day.
Sweet treat. I love a sweet treat.
Yeah.
And I'm also not noticing any difference in my body. I ate super healthy for 30 days. Now I'm having a sweet treat every day. And
Nothing's changing.
No change.
You're like
at all.
Live your best life.
I'm just gonna live my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very active.
That's the thing.
That's the thing. I'm very active, and I'm just gonna keep doing that. Yeah. At some point, if I have a injury that makes me not able to be active, I'll have to take my diet super seriously. Yeah. But until that day, I'm just gonna eat, YOLO. Enjoy life, YOLO. Yeah. Thanks, Jamie.
Okay, bye.
Bye.